Welcome back to Big Purple Couch, and joining us here on the show, we have Ms. Claire McArthur,
Hello.
one of our USC president candidates, and for our two-on-one interviews, you're here ready to go. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Now, the big thing about the debate last night was all the pop culture references. Do you think that really helped you? Why did you keep bringing them up?
I kept bringing them up because, like I've said in my platform and my vision to move forward with the USC is to connect to a wide variety of students and a wide range of students. I think pop culture is one of those overarching entities that a lot of students do relate back to. Not to say that it's the most important thing. I hope that other takeaway messages were brought out of the things I said last night in the debate. But, you know, making it a little bit lighthearted, making it enjoyable for students to come and take advantage of the student council meetings, I think is a big reason. And because I knew it was going to be streamed online, I want students to look at it and go, you know what, like that was entertaining. I will go to the next council meeting.
Awesome. Last night at the debate, you also touched on accessibility. But in your platform, you failed to mention anything really about accessibility. Is there a reason for that?
Actually, in the platform, we have one of the main points is our updated accessibility map. And what we want to do with that is go around to all rooms around campus and make sure that if a room is accessible, that it is on the accessibility map. So going forth, students and clubs can book out those rooms and make sure that they are accessible to everyone in their club or everyone in their council. Right. If a student with a disability is part of, say, WSF, the Western Snowboarding Federation, and because of that, they hold their meetings in a room on third floor social side, great, that's accessible because social side has an elevator. Let's not put them in a room that wouldn't be accessible to that club as a whole.
And another part of your campaign is a creative twist on the office hours with the anti-office hours. And do you think this will make it hard for students to find you, harder to approach you?
I think one of the amazing tools that I have to my advantage right now, and that Andrew is definitely taking advantage of in his platform, is Twitter. It's very easy to be, guys, I'm going to be in the Spoke lineup for at least 5 minutes. Come find me. What are you ordering? Right. I'll definitely be getting the Asiago sourdough with cucumber dill. It's my go-to. But beyond that, definitely I can tell students where I'm going with the aid of social media, with Facebook, with Twitter.
In the debate last night, you also brought up McGill and Queens. A little bit of a negative little twist. How do you plan on working with other universities and other presidents when you make those kind of comments?
Yeah, absolutely. I think we have, I was on the WSF trip to Tremblant 2 weeks ago, and I met some engineering students from Queens. And it went the same way that it always goes with students from Queens, from McGill, other very high universities that I really do honor and really like, because it goes that first, oh, you go to Queens, ooh, you go to Western, and then from there, you go, you know what, you guys have a great school too. Yeah, you guys, I saw what Western was doing with the HIV. I saw what Queens was doing in terms of their engineering program and pushing that forward. And I think we can learn from each other a lot. And the competitiveness is necessary in order to push each university to be the best university they can be and really reach their potential.
And another thing that was brought up was more bulk foods around campus. And we do have that in the grocery checkout along with health food options. What specifically were you referring to with more bulk food on campus?
Absolutely. That is a section under my platform. It's taken from the King's Calf and around residences. So Andrew did a good job this year of bringing in study puppies. They were actually dogs, but you know, we can mend that in the future. And residences have been doing that forever. So all I want to do is take the bulk candy, the bulk that's sold in the King's Calf, in the residences, and bring that to our main campus to make that accessible to students who no longer live in res. Not to say that they should be getting the candy. The grocery checkout does offer healthier options for that reason. But we are students, we are young. Sometimes I just want a sour watermelon really badly, and I think that should be available to all students as an option.
Right, good call. Could you expand on the Tim's cam? I know you talked about blurring out faces. We were just wondering the logistics of that.
Yeah, absolutely. If you look at U of T does it now, as well as Conestoga, the camera would be set up so people can watch the lineups of the Spoke, of the Tims, and see how long the lineup is. By blurring their faces on the camera, people won't see that someone's getting their third bagel of the day or their fifth extra large coffee. And that's just privacy reasons. I don't want people to be able to look online and see a specific student in a specific location. That's not safe. I'm promoting safety within my platform. The logistics of it is quite simple. We talk to the people setting up the camera, talk to the internet live stream, make sure that no faces are visible, just to see the length of the line to make sure that students are getting their food efficiently and not wasting too much of their time in a lineup that's going to be going up the stairs to the UCC.
For sure. And another thing that was actually brought up at the debate is you work for Premier Life as well. And do you think there might be a conflict with Premier Life events as opposed to USC events? And where do your priority lies with what you promote?
Well, at the moment, Premier Life is my job. A lot of students have part-time jobs. This was an option for me in terms of increasing my writing skills, which I do want to cultivate, move forward with that, and they pay me. So yeah, I'm going to take that job, and I do enjoy it, absolutely. I work for the website at Premier, so the event staff is very different. That's a whole other section. That's Premier Productions. I work for Premier Life. Going forward, the USC would be obviously my main concern when president. Working with them, I think they do reach a wide variety of students. That is also obviously one of my main visions. So I think it's an opportunity that the USC has taken advantage of in the past in terms of the Avicii Week concert, which was put on by both Premier and the USC sponsored it as well.
Now, last night in the debate, you also said that you're a student, not a politician. But I believe, were you not a counselor at one point on the USC?
No, I was not a counselor on the USC. I was a member at large on the SSSC in my third year. I did not have speaking rights, and that wasn't absolutely a problem. I felt like I was going to meetings and I had all these ideas and I couldn't voice them. And so that's why I've come forth at this spot as an average student, wanting to increase the role of students' voices on campus through things like my anti-office hours.
And your main campaign slogan is that you deserve more. Where would you say is the more in your campaign? What is the heart of it?
Yeah, absolutely. Andrew has done a great job of putting in some great initiatives that do reach students. And as I've said throughout this interview, that is a main concern of mine.
Right.
And then, so if we look at a specific point in the parking, students deserve more parking because right now it's an issue. I had to drive around for 10 minutes this morning just to try and find a spot in Springett. Then they deserve more with a healthier option at midnight breakfast. Andrew's great initiative of giving students the option of getting food on campus late at night, but it was all foods that, really sit in your stomach. I love tater tots as much as the next person, as much as Napoleon Dynamite. There's another pop culture reference for you. A movie this time, though.
Yeah,
See?
changing it up.
I venture up from TV. But beyond that, let's make sure we have gluten-free options. Let's make sure we have vegetarian, vegan options that reach, like I said, a wide range of students because they deserve more.
So naturally, you're getting compared to Logan, the other female candidate. Could you let us know, in your opinion, what makes you different from Logan?
Absolutely. Logan is a great candidate, and I welcome the comparison because I think, once again, going back to the universities comparing Western to Queens, it drives competitiveness. And Logan has some great ideas. I think mine are better. And I think I'm more experienced. I have been on this campus for 5 years compared to Logan's 3, and that is an advantage to me in knowing what students want, how presidents have dealt with students in the past for a longer term and really move forward, and the issues that are facing the USC in the past for a while back, and not just a short-term memory. I have a long-term memory with this. I voted for Stephen Lecce a while ago, and not very many students on campus will say that right now.
Right.
And I would like to move forth and really put all my ideas from the past 5 years into action.
And as you said, you are the average Western student. So what is your favorite thing about Western?
My favorite thing about Western, I'd be hard-pressed not to say the BLTs, but I love the students. I've said that before, I'll say that again. Being an average student, I go to class so I can learn and so I can see my friends and be in an environment where I'm learning but also having fun. I love seeing students outside of campus. I love walking through Weldon and it turning into Club Weldon during exams because I see more people there than I do anywhere else. And I think the student body is what makes this campus and this institution so amazing.
For sure. Well, thank you so much, Claire, for
really
coming here
appreciate
on
it.
the show. And good luck with the rest of your campaign. And guys, we're going to have 2-on-1 interviews with every one of the USC presidential candidates. So be sure to check that out and check out all debate information. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.
Yeah.